Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily video. Hope you're having a nice day of trading. We have several news items today that are coming out, including the durable goods orders, which came out about 30 minutes ago, and both were more positive than the forecast. Chairman Bernanke is speaking right now, and he is speaking at the National College Fed Challenge Finals in Washington, D.C. Even though it's not a testimony in front of Congress, it's still something that anytime he speaks, we can see added volatility. In about 8 minutes, we've got S&P composite 20 HPI year-over-year numbers coming out, which is a relatively minor report. The one that we're going to be watching here is the CB consumer confidence numbers, which is coming out in about over an hour here. And it's based off of a survey of households looking to determine their relative level of confidence in the current and future economy. And the way that we look at this number is that if it comes out greater than the forecast, which the forecast right now is at 73.1, it's forecasted to be higher than the last one, which was 72.2. Excuse me, and so if it is better, then that should be good for the U.S. dollar, and we should see some dollar strengthening happening. And I think that obviously the market and the country in the U.S. wants to see the economy getting better. So that's kind of what's happening from the standpoint of news coming out this morning that can affect what we're doing. Gold is right in that mid 1700s. Oil's in that upper $87 level, and so all of that is about where it's been for the last while here anyway. We are seeing a lot of talk about sales coming up into the holiday season, and so that'll probably be the dominant talk, because we want to see that the market is doing well from that standpoint. We still have issues in Europe. We still have financial issues here in the U.S. And so keep an eye on those things going forward. All right, so I've got a chart here of the hourly U.S. CAD, and what we want to do here is we're just going to look at the hourly charts today, and we're going to just kind of see what might be setting up for a potential trade. And so I'm going to first put on here just a simple moving average of 40, and this is just going to tell us the trend. If the simple moving average is pointing down, we're going to consider that a bearish look, and if the price is below it, it's going to be a bearish look. So right now we've got slightly moving down here on the US CAD, and we've got price sitting below that. So we're in a bearish trend on the 1 hour US CAD. What we need to see is we want to see it moving back up to resistance. So downtrend, moving back up to resistance, and then we want to enter on the LL3. So looking for it to move down below the LL3 here. So that's what we're looking for. Right now you can see that we kind of never really had a nice pullback here. You can look back in this area here where it moved back up to the moving average and started to come down. That would have been an area where we would have considered taking a short, as it met the criteria for that bearish entry. Right now we're well below this, and we need to see it pull back up towards the moving average. As we move on to the US Japanese yen, we're really in a situation here where we should be starting to look for this entry. We have the moving average going down. The price is moving lower, although the price right now is above the moving average. if we get a move down below the LL3, in this case, the LL3 is going to be at this last swing low here, so the LL3 is down in this area here. As we go forward, we may see some slower ones or slower moving ones, and so we may be able to adjust that entry. And so just keep an eye on this one. That one's closer to fulfilling the conditions for an entry than the US CAD. The pound dollar. Here's one that we would have just had a possible entry. Again, we'd have to be careful because the entry would have happened on this candle here, and if this is up, then we're good to go on here. Look how sideways this is. You know, some pretty good resistance there. The moving average, even though technically it's pointing up right now, pretty flat. So we'll need to take that into consideration. But this would have met the criteria as it moved above the highest high of the last three on here. US CAD, US Swiss franc. The moving average is going up, although price is flat. You know, move up above this high would be an area where we'd consider entering into a long position. Here is the US dollar. Again, flat, not a whole lot going on here. Not much of a setup. And the euro dollar, you know, it's in a downtrend here. It's moving lower, so we did pull back up to resistance. So a move below this low would be an area where the criteria would be met for a short entry. So yesterday we looked at the dailies. Here's the hourly chart. You know, we're just looking for those setup conditions to be met. If you have questions about this or anything else, feel free to let me know. But remember to keep your rules and everything right in front of you so you know what you're looking for. And if you do have questions about anything, feel free to let me know. So until tomorrow, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.